79 overall Cleveland Browns.
I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get
Sounds like a hot start.
tryna leave me alone. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line.
This is Madden 19. Here we go. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA
Maybe the
Sports.
San Diego
We
Crusaders.
are just moments away
This rolls off
from
the
what
tongue,
should
though,
be an
doesn't it?
excellent
A little
matchup
bit, I feel like.
between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland
San
Browns.
Diego Crusaders.
So with that, let's get up to
I
First
like to have
Energy
the shot,
Stadium
man.
in
I really did,
Cleveland.
but that
For
black
the
and
call,
yellow,
we
bro,
welcome in our
I'm not
broadcast
gonna
team,
regret it.
Brandon Godden and Charles
And
Davis.
we'll be
We're just a
the
stone's
battle
throw away from the
hopefully.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio.
We're
Nothing
at the
like the
dog pound.
fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
Andrew.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
So we got Chris
And what I
Conley
enjoyed
back
when
and
I
their
watched their
backup
game
defensive
tape and
tackle
their
back,
victory
which,
last week is they put it together in every
Ray, I
phase.
guess.
Good offense,
Gerald
good
hasn't
defense,
gotten
and some key plays on
much from
special
anything,
teams.
but-
Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should.
on,
And
we
what
gotta-
you
we
have
gotta
now
switch
is
this
a
over
full
there.
routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And it felt
But you know
like in
what? They
watching the
definitely
game
tried.
tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a
switch
great
it
way
over
to
there.
put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown
if you
pass.
get
He didn't,
away with cover as a
break the bank
linebacker
doing
on the
that,
receiver
but he didn't
like
throw
that.
any interceptions. That's the bottom
Good
line.
for
That's
you,
why
I
a
guess.
defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
That would be key.
On first down, it's Luck. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
High
He'll get it up
chance
to
of
the
injury.
33-yard
Basically
line.
put the man's
A
career
good
on the
pickup
line.
there. 8 yards on a
Yeah,
first down
no,
completion.
okay.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively,
Their starting
gotta continue
receiver
to focus
is
on not
Mike
giving up the big
Wallace.
play when he does
Not
catch
Mike
the ball in the
Wallace.
secondary.
Mike
Here's
Williams.
a 2nd and 2 now from the
And I
33.
tried trading for him. I really did. I was like, that would be amazing. But alas.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
Marlon Mack stayed on his
And he'll be
feet.
taken down right around the 34 after
That's
a
a
pickup
yard.
of only a yard. And a peek now at the offense for
Here we
Cleveland.
go.
Let's take a look at tight end
It's
Austin
offense.
Safarian Jenkins, or
Offensive line.
ASJ as his friends and all announcers
Skill
like to
players
call him.
are-
It's
I
a
think
whole
Keelan
lot easier.
Cole, he's
Second
all
tight
right.
end drafted in 2014, but production was really lacking until 2017 with the New York Jets. Had 50 catches, which was more in his 2+ combined years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
On third down. That's Matt.
Oh, did he get him?
And he'll get this
Did he
only
force
up to
stuff
about
him?
the 35.
He did.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt
stuffed
team
him on
as
fourth-
it's
or
4th
third and
down.
one.
So opening drive,
Okay, so
3
why
straight
is Randall
runs,
Cobb returning
unable to pick
punts?
up the first.
Whatever.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful
thought I
now,
had Tariq Cohen
they
back
may be
there.
successful later on.
So here's the Charger offense making their way
Ryan
out.
Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
So far in his career, he's been
Had
good,
a
and occasionally he's been
really
great.
shitty
but
game
he
last game,
and his
but we got
team
pumped up.
are wanting to see if he can take the next step up. Got to come back from 2 knee injuries.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe I threw that many picks last game. Well, I kinda can. garbage, but I mean, like, I'm pretty sure I threw 4. Oh, he's 87, that's why he's returning kicks. Okay. That's fine if you want to be out there, but I'd rather have Cohen taking
knee surgery in 2017 and prove that he's the frontline starting
I
quarterback
like having
that his
Cobb in the
team
slot.
needs in the
And
NFL.
if we have him out there returning kicks,
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down.
And
Let's check on the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's worse. That was definitely worse.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
All right, so not the start we wanted.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play
a lot
develop
of
in
people
front of you.
say
When the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yard, 2 yards on the carry. I'll take it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Tannehill now. And the Browns pressure gets to him that
Melvin
time. He's going to
Ingram.
go down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop it for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here are the starters defensively for the Chargers. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Let's see. I want to see something. Mentors over here. That's fine. Between those two, whoever's the biggest one.
Now a carry from Mack.
Oh, Marlon Mack.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 20 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they got to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
More wood chips on me just getting the phone than I did at all camp being unreal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there. A nice explosive run.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
First down.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Luck on first down. Blitz And down he goes.
Preston Brown.
Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Steve, you're not supposed to
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
He's not going to be on the field.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing his luck. They shakes him off.
And
pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Aaron Lynch coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They are, however, facing a 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now.
I'm happy my team's finally been able to pick up the pressure. As the first, like 2 or 3 games, we could not get pressure on the quarterback.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
I like how fast Josh Allen
move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll power his way out to the 25.
Zeke, no.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
I just tried to hurdle.
Status when we get back.
I get wrecked with Zeke. I know. I don't know why, but I did.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. That's complete to Cobb. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
you're able
to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1,
Zeke only bruised his ankle. They're like, do you want to back in? I'm like, hell
they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a
I don't want you back out there.
Tannehill on 1st down. The screen pass here to Cohen.
Going on the
take
screen.
Him down at the 31-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
You like yourself.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing
I just noticed like every
it seems like he's receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tannehill.
Tannehill.
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
If you can see this edge.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A little 3-6.
Tariq Cohen.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking.
Do not regret drafting this
receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And his throw
58 made it stretched up to make a play.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Okay, so we're not sitting too bad.
So second down, still
Bro,
10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
In this pistol formation, I can sub in my fullback, which is an offensive lineman in the backfield. On pass block
on
formation.
second and 10, Tannehill.
Wide open, Larry
He gets it
Fitzgerald.
into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I love having Larry, my
today's
people
football,
I throw it to,
where receivers
when
break
healthy,
tackles, make people miss,
literally people
get
like
upfield for the extra
Thielen,
yardage. When you see a play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the
my team
defense.
does not lack hands. That's for
And
sure.
he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19.
It's all about the quarterback
A
getting
gain
the
of
ball
3,
out there,
second
which is the
down.
only thing we really need to develop. It's a star running back behind him in the backfield who happened to just come back on that play.
On second down, here's Tannehill.
Oh no!
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Being chased out left.
Throw it! Oh,
Big loss here as he's
and down goes
down.
Ryan Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill slow to get up
10
here.
yards, and they got sacked.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
55-yarder.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
55.
And he has got
And he got it.
from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Ruptured disc.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner?
Oh
Keep
my
the ball in front, rally to
it's
it,
the
and make
Matt
the tackle.
Barkley show
Right?
again.
No big plays given up, no
God
balls over your
damn
head.
it.
Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
Like when
What
you
does
got
that mean,
pushed
break out?
back
Just 'cause you
too,
break
I was trying
chestnuts?
to like
I'm not
get
sure
him
about that, but I'm
like
just
put
going
on the
with what I said.
animation so I could just
I
throw
have
the
no
ball away or
Heading out as the
something.
Cleveland
Get
offense
rid
now
of
as
it,
they
and
get
then you
set
just
to
got
take over here.
laid
They've
out.
had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it,
Ruptured
every
his
facility
disc
we visit,
earlier.
everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right?
Need
Able
a
to figure it out,
quarterback.
sniff it out, and finish it off.
I'll
A
take
reminder,
him.
once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to
Matt
Jonathan
Barkley.
Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh God, no! I threw like 4
He's
pitches.
got it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Clock cover 3. Clock cover 3.
On first down, Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Back to the air, Lock on second down. To the sideline, wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch.
Can't believe I went
It's
out
third
and
down.
got Ryan Tannehill.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all
sucked the
tight ends
first
are created
week.
equal.
Then we
Because
came
everything
back
was right,
and won
got the
like
completion, but
3
he's not
games
one of the
in a
more
row.
dynamic guys in
And
the
then
league.
now he
So
got
even though he caught it, couldn't turn it
just
into
when you
much
start
more.
picking up momentum.
Throwing on third down, Love. Left
Wide.
side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Luck throwing again. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Well, 46 seconds in the 2nd quarter.
First red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Again, Locke. Able to fight through one tackle.
And he gets sacked. There you go.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, he bounced off, I can't remember, some other dude. I think it was McCoy. And then he just came over and finished him off for me. Like, he was, like, right there.
First
just to
down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Locke.
What a
he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Luck now to throw.
No.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Gets fielded in the end zone. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
First toss of the game
probably
here
not
for the
coach, but I'm
backup
gonna try.
Barkley. Open here, Adam Thielen.
Oh,
And he
Thielen.
lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
He hit Thielen, and Thielen caught the ball, ran up the field a little bit, and then got stripped. Come on, bro.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Locke. Caught left side, Williams. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
And
Fairbairn able to put this one. You want the third quarter already? No problem.
Down by
Let's do
7.
it. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of coaches' talk when a game is within striking distance like this with Mitch?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the areas and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
As long as he can be
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And
he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Barkley. Incomplete there.
Should have been
pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Barkley. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35.
My only dish
the Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I mean, he has his moments, but the dude does not have anything as far as an arm.
He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Kyler Fackrell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll drop the throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A good pickup.
I was saying it was the
yards as they get closer for third down.
It was like 3rd and 20 something, and I was like, who was the first person to message you? It was like me.
The Chargers on
really?
3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw, and Watson has it right
You're
side.
just like, you messaged Andy. I don't think it's fooling anybody, but
bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down. If you complete it, they complete it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And he missed it.
And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right? Kicker, yeah. He'll be dropped at the 30. A shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable.
I don't want to say I
can't
can't believe I didn't.
A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I can't say that I didn't think it would work because I did not think it was going to work at all.
Now Mack. And he'll slip his way
Eddie
up across
Jackson
the
with
30
the
to the
tackle.
32. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's open man is Uzama. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short game.
And good tackle by
complete.
Jackson.
That's Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets it over the
middle. And give him 15 yards.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
See that.
Defense.
There we go.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
First down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Yeah.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Right, and then when I saw him go to the 49ers, I was like, oh, good for them. Like, you're getting, you know, a young, talented running back.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 19 yards that time for number 19.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Say they could be at least
on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Making his reads.
Back to throw. He's got his targets come. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the
11 for 12,
17-yard
120
line.
yards for Barkley. Lead the team on the
5
field.
yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert.
I don't know why I'm trying to make those throws when I have Barkley at quarterback.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes.
Saw Thielen had the guy right on him, so I saw him break off towards the sideline.
That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Nothing.
They'll set up to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott.
And a run for Zeke.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And the Matt Barkley-led Chargers.
You go. Nothing really too complex.
Ties the football game.
Keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking.
I got up to the line. They had 3 down linemen and the rest linebackers. Flipped it to a run play with Elliott, and he walked in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Basic football right there, ladies and gentlemen.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. They've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Matt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. Bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out.
If you come out...
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Luck on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Field goal here and end it.
On first down, Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Keep running the football.
There was second down run for Murray. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
We have 53 seconds to get down the field.
Wrong, Charles.
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens,
my God,
have a tendency to pull through the ball to
we have
compensate.
life.
And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds. And they're able to spike it in time. And they are in range for a field goal that could win this football game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the kick is good.
25-yarder to win the game.
Coming through like a 10-year vet. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
You steal one on the road.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
Right,
you take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room.
We did it.
And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors,
band together, got the triple lead. Probably play for a little bit.
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my